What's popping, YouTube? Y'all already know I had to come back for my black job because it's the only black job for me. What's going on, y'all? This is episode 11 of Club WAM Podcast. Y'all already know me. I'm Eli, aka Elijah. I'm back. I'm sorry I was gone. I'm trying not to be gone no more. I had to take care of the life. I had to take care of the house. I had to hold it down. Once, episode Once. Say what up to the people, Ant.
What's up, people?
Say what up to the people. Brandon, do you got some German for us today, too?
Yeah, 11 in German is elf.
Elf.
ELF. What up, people?
Okay. we just go keep that. We're gonna keep the energy. We're gonna keep moving on, man. Honestly, as y'all know, not much has happened in the basketball world, but some gossip related stuff. But we're gonna get into all of that stuff and we're gonna keep it going, we're gonna keep it flowing. Now, let's start off with our second favorite light-skinned brother behind our producer Don, of course. Shout out to Don. Steph Curry. First topic of the day. Steph Curry replaces the Warriors in his bio with Olympic gold medalist on Instagram. The question is this a sign for things to come? Brandon, we'll start with you.
You know, it's hard for me to be like, hey, Steph's gonna up and ask to leave. I really don't see that happening. It just doesn't seem like it's his personality, but you know, it really goes to show that he goes and plays with a bunch of great players, and he's like, all of a sudden he's looking around his own team like, man, Kevon Looney, man, I gotta go play with who's this third string point guard that's getting big minutes because Steve Kerr wants to play four guards. I get it, but yeah, it's crazy.
Same question. It's a sign of things to come for Steph and the Warriors.
I don't think so. Maybe he just ran out of characters. You never know. Yeah, he really felt good about getting that gold medal. He's like, hey, man, something gotta go. Hey, it's crazy though, because that's what Clay did. But it was a different situation. Clay was going into free agency before he did that. Steph's not, he ain't going to free agency. The Warriors didn't improve. They want to keep Pods and Kuminga. I get it. I mean, it wasn't much out there for him to improve with, like, honestly, because I think a report came out later on after the fact that Jazz wasn't even really shopping Lauri Markkanen like that. So it's like them deals that they were saying might have been able on the table between them and Golden State might not even really been a thing. So it's like, I don't know. I don't, it's a chance that, I mean, him and Clay are friends. Some friends do things somewhat alike. So there's a chance that it's him letting them know, like, hey, look, it was cool. I appreciate it. But y'all fucked my boy over. That shit kind of probably left a sour taste, you know, and hey, ain't no telling. It's a lot of moving pieces to that Warriors shit. And it's just like, he brought y'all so much. Would you really even be mad if he left?
Well,
brought y'all 4 championships. Would you really be mad if he left?
Nah, unless something happens and one of these younger players turn to like a superstar. Golden State championship days are over. I was going to bring up the point that I'm pretty sure last time we were here, we had the conversations where Steph was like, at first he was like, fuck no, I'm here for life. And then it was, you know, I'm open. We'll see, you know, life changes. Like, and then now it's like, hey, Golden State is completely off. To me, it looks like he's trying to separate himself. And then we did have that conversation before, right? When like I've foreseen this happening. I didn't think it would be Steph, but sometimes when great players play with other great players, you be like, I gotta go back to these trash niggas. Like because you could just see that like LeBron, KD, and Steph had a natural, undeniable basketball chemistry. Like it looked like they had been playing together. Everybody else was kind of like, but those three, they looked like they had been hooping together for years, which they kind of have with the All-Star game, right? It's just interesting to see that. It looks like he's separating himself. Go ahead, Brandon. I know you got something to...
Look at who they were talking about trading Kuminga for previously. They were talking about trading for Caruso. I'm gonna be real. Like, is that a real...
No.
Like, can you blame the Warriors for not making some of these trades? If the Jazz really weren't ever going to trade Lauri, okay, well, who else are they going to get?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It seems like fluff. It all seemed like fluff, doesn't it? Yeah. Like they just saying, oh, we're going to keep our pieces, but there's reality is nobody wanted them for anything that you guys were trying to get for them. So I think this might be the last year that Golden State tries this youth experiment thing where they try to up Podziemski and Kuminga and things like that. And if those two ain't working out, I could easily see them combining together or even separating them for talent that makes sense with their current timeline. Because while they did win with Kuminga, he barely played. You're gonna have to get something out of him eventually. I personally think he's a low-level all-star, maybe a good 21 at his height a game. I wouldn't hemorrhage my future over trying to see where he's going when we're going into year 5 or 6, and he still hasn't shown much other than like being able to play off Steph, which is good. But Steph is 36. You know, we need more. They need more out of him.
That Wiggins just being a big question mark for them don't help either. But definitely with Kuminga, I don't think he'll leave like a beginning, but I could see him leaving and being one of them like before the trade deadline things. And it's mostly because like, well, with Clay being gone, Kuminga damn near has to get them 20 a game. Like Clay's gone, Andrew Wiggins, we don't know what you're gonna get out of him. So it's like we just lost a 19 points a game player. Like you as a starter, you just went from 3rd to 2nd second option now. So Kuminga gonna have to play ball this year. He got to.
Warriors need to draft better more than anything too, because their draft record is horrible, y'all. Like,
yeah,
Jimsky's good, cool.
They whiffed on LaMelo. They whiffed on LaMelo.
It's kind of funny. They could probably save that and try to get LaMelo for Steph.
That James Wiseman pick fucked everything. Like getting him and he didn't give him anything. They didn't get nothing for moving him. Like
they traded him for Gary Payton a second. That's crazy, yo.
Still, I guess
they did get something. I take that back. I guess they got
but they had him a year prior, though.
Is like, if you have
let him go,
right? Why are we keeping Pods?
Pods is a shooter.
Is he?
Supposedly.
No, he is. No, he a fucking shooter. No, he got a strap. He got a strap on.
That's why they were willing to let Clay go, because they got him. Because there's a of course that's the face I make. Like, they think that they can use
Pods. Even Jordan Poole to be completely honest with you. I don't
give you that same production that Clay got.
I don't get it. Anyway, Pods ain't even Jordan Poole yet.
I mean, Podziemski's from what I've seen, he's a good rebounder.
Yeah. Yo, being a white guard,
he had a couple here and there.
Yo, being a white guard and being a good rebounder is hilarious. That's funny to me. Let's assume that Steph is out, right? Let's say Steph is leaving. Let's work on a tier list on would the team be better with Steph in the NBA? Out of all the teams in the NBA, would they be better? Would they be worse? Why would we do this, et cetera, et cetera? We're not going to worry about right now who they would trade. Obviously, they have to give up something, right? Let's try to figure out where these teams will fall if Steph goes to all these teams. Let's start with the Lakers. Where would that put them with Steph? So basically, the core would be Steph, LeBron, AD.
Gabe Vincent as the backup guard.
A chip contender. Yeah, that's a chip contender.
That's 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I think they go for one last
Anthony Davis just coming off playing 70-some games last season. So I'm envisioning a healthy Anthony Davis this season. Ron seemed like he still got enough in the tank to still be second, third option, especially with Steph on the team. Like, that's a chip contender.
Utah,
I give them late playoff exit. They got some talent on Utah.
Yeah, they got some. Utah always got some solid defenders. But Laurie and Steph pick and roll.
Yeah, Laurie, Steph, they just need a good facilitator.
No, that fucking facilitator. A Laurie, Steph pick and roll is crazy because they can go anywhere off them screens. Both of them, like they just run a pick and roll. They can just run anywhere.
Pick and roll, pick and pop.
What do you do? You got them two. They both roll Laurie rolls high, Steph roll high, and send Keontae George on the cut. Like, what do? You got Colin Sexton still. He probably 6th man at that point. He coming off the bench still giving you 15. Like,
it's a good team.
It's a good team. I kind of like that. Oh, some sneaky shit. What about the Clippers?
It's a chip contender.
That's automatic. That's a chip contender.
Yeah, that's a chip contender. It's like Steph, James Harden already is like that's a lethal offense right there. But then Kawhi being there as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same level. I think they're about as good as the Lakers combination would be with Steph for me. Like just
Zubac the piece that make it all fit. You got James Harden, Steph on the perimeter, but you can't do shit in the paint.
Well, because you got Kawhi there still. You still got Kawhi there. I mean, what are they moving for Steph? Like,
you already know how that's gonna go. You're gonna get Kawhi out the way, and it's gonna be attack Steph and James Harden to pick a roll. But I mean, even there, it's like, what are you really gonna do? Because Steph and James Harden probably finna get 25 apiece a game. Right?
Yeah, let's just assume that they figure out a way to make it so that they can keep all the stars together.
Yeah, they're probably sitting Norm Powell.
And let's just assume that.
What about fleece the Warriors?
What about
chip contender? Phoenix?
Yeah, that's a
chip contender.
I think they just trade. They'll probably
Steph, Devin, KD, Bradley Beal off the bench, Grayson Allen off the bench.
Yeah, that's a crazy team. Offensively, I don't know who the fuck they guarding, but
I ain't guarding.
It ain't about defense, brother. It ain't about defense. Brother. Can you put more points up than us? Yes or no? Good luck.
Skip on the Warriors because you already
So if Steph decides to stay in Golden State, it's like front office, please do something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they playing.
Are they not? I don't think they're a playing team, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they playing. I get them playing because it's Steph Curry. I respect him.
Shit, man, it's just they were playing the last 2 years, man. Wait, what? No, maybe not the year prior, right?
Because they didn't make the play. Playing with Clay, so that's front office. Please do something.
Because the year prior they lost in the first round or the second round to the Lakers, right?
No,
or was that this year?
I think
they lost. So the year before was the year that they played against the Lakers in the 7-8, and then they played against somebody else. They played against Memphis and they lost.
No, they beat Memphis. They beat no.
Yeah,
Lakers beat Memphis. Lakers beat Memphis.
No, I'm talking about
Warriors beat the Kings. The Warriors beat
yeah.
the Kings, and then they played the Lakers and lost to the Lakers. Man, that was a throwaway year. Jeez.
I'm a safe contender.
Yeah, that's a chip contender.
I'm
ready to put most of these in chip contender just because it is Steph.
Yeah, John.
You might as well go ahead and put the Spurs in chip contender.
Yeah, we ain't even up for discussion.
Go ahead and put Dallas up there too. Go ahead.
Put the
honestly, just keep going. We'll tell you when to stop.
Late first round. I give him a late playoff.
New Orleans late playoff.
Zion and Steph.
But we don't know about the rest of the team.
Zion, Steph, DeJounte Murray.
Zion, Steph, DeJounte Murray, and Brandon Ingram.
We don't know if B.I. stand, and they lost their center.
Yeah, they don't have a center.
They don't have a center.
Yeah, they lost Valanciunas. So that's what I'm saying. I get a late playoff exit. Who the fuck plays the 5?
Zion.
Steven Adams gone. They lost Valanciunas. Like,
Zion at the 5 is.
I'm sticking to the Zion Steph reverse pick and roll.
We're gonna move
on to late playoff exit.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Kings, I think the same thing.
And I would even say the same thing for the Rockets too. I don't think
the Rockets one is so iffy.
They're just really.
I don't like it.
There's so many of those players we haven't seen in a playoff setting.
Yeah, that's
like they have so much talent, but we've never seen them in the playoffs. So it's
I think they for I'm
just not expecting Jalen Green and Jabari Smith and even Şengün to really contribute and be ready to go deep in the playoffs. I don't think they're ready for that yet.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really had they kind of need that play-in experience. Like at this point, we kind of need to see what it looked like under the real pressure. Because so far we just know all y'all talented.
Yeah, first round.
1 through 5, we know y'all talented. From
Minnesota lock.
Cocaine Curry. To Jalen Green, to Cam Whitmore, to Jabari, to Şengün. We just know y'all talented.
76ers, they're chip contender.
Oh, yeah.
Bucks,
Milwaukee, chip contender.
Yeah, Celtics. Nuts. That would be nuts. What do you do? Steph and Dame?
Steph, Dame, and Giannis?
I quit. I'm not playing them. I'm sick every time we got to play Steph and Dame.
I got to call out Indiana.
We got to chase one of them around the court and the other one just standing out waiting. Nah.
I don't like Indiana.
Nah, me either.
I'm not as high on Indiana as other people are too.
I got them in late playoff exit just because they did make it to the conference finals this year, but I don't necessarily think that their offense is about as good as I feel like it's going to be. I mean, adding Steph to that offense is going to be it's already the best offense ever. It's just going to be the best offense ever again. So they're not addressing any of the real issues with the team. It's defense.
Nets
playing.
Why? Yeah, that's a playing team.
Front office do something.
Are they?
No, they're a front office do something team, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think they're playing.
So that would be Steph. That team is awful.
Yeah, Steph, Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, Ben Simmons, Noah Clowney.
Yo, is there a below front office do something? Because that's what that would be for sure.
Poo platter team.
Cleveland
chip contender. It'd be a small guard rotation, but that's a chip contender.
That team would be so weird. They got smalls in 5s. They got point guards in 5. They got nothing else.
I'm gonna go late playoff exit on that one, and it's really because I'm still not sold on they big men in the playoffs. I'm still not sold on for me, Evan Mobley hasn't showed up in the playoffs yet. It's I'm still not sold on him and Jared Allen. So it's I'm gonna go late playoff exit on the Cleveland one.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Atlanta, I think
that's late playoffs.
So fucking small.
Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah, the small ass backcourt.
People be waiting for that. I mean, it's suck on offense. They're gonna be really hard to deal with. But on
Clint Capella is not your rim protector with Steph and Trae Young on the floor. I can promise you that. Not no more.
ISO.
A couple years ago, this year, no.
Yeah, come here, Steph. Come here, Trae. This possession's for you.
The Knicks.
Chip contender.
Chip contender.
Yes, well, go ahead and put Orlando up there because that's Ant's team.
You already know what the fuck going on.
I'm actually on a late playoff exit with that team. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just being real. They're young as hell. They're young. The same thing applies to the Pacers. I think the same thing for them applies to the Pacers and to the Rockets is that they're young and they're unproven. Like while Paolo had a good playoffs last season, Franz didn't, Wendell Carter didn't, no one else really didn't, but they still somehow went to 7 games. So I just don't think they're ready. That's on me. That's my opinion.
I agree with you, but I'll take late playoff exit. I think the only reason why I'm gonna say they're a chip contender for me is because from what I've seen, Steph would literally be the thing that they're missing. Is that because they were young and they were inexperienced in that playoff setting, they didn't really understand. Like it's the same shot I was talking about with the Celtics, like about creating that easy basket for certain players. It was like when you watch Orlando, they was working for every basket. Paolo busting his ass, Franz having to do amazing shit. They was working hard as shit. But it's like Steph, the way Jalen Suggs play defense, the way them Wagner brothers play defense, the way Paolo play defense, right, with Steph on the floor, open so much up for Paolo and Franz, it would be nuts. If that was the team, if he got to go over there, it'd be crazy.
Definitely be. I mean, I say after year 3, but it ain't no immediate. It's not an immediate chip contender for me.
Yeah, we'll leave them there. It would have to work out.
I think year 2, if they were to go to Orlando, year 2 of that experiment would be insane. But the first year, Hornets front office do something.
They're a playing team to me. Just playing.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be bad at all. Yeah. I just don't think they'll be good. It'd be exciting. Every game would be 140 to 140. But
I need to see something from the Hornets, bro. They got a lot of talent. Like I need to see something from them. Like I need LaMelo to have a healthy season, and they need to make a go at something for real. They need to be more than entertaining this year.
I think Miami's a chip contender.
Yeah, that's a chip contender. Jimmy, Steph that's just 2 motherfuckers that make shit happen.
Jimmy, Steph.
I would say because of Bam. To be honest with you.
I like that. I actually, because if there's one thing that Miami Heat they have always lacked this point guard play. Like even back in the LeBron days, like the LeBron D Wade in them days, like if they would have had like Mario Chalmers, he wasn't consistent enough, and then when they had Norris Cole, like he was too up and down. Like that's always been a problem, is just not having a point guard. Portland,
playing. There's somewhere between playing and front office.
That's a front office. Yeah, they're really bad, bro. They're really bad.
I don't believe in any of them. I think
really bad. DeAndre Ayton is on that team, and he's making the most money.
Scoot is gonna be good. I think Scoot is gonna be good soon, but DeAndre Ayton trash. I'm gonna just say it. Like I ain't even gonna walk around it. There is no way that he is the same size and has a similar skill set as all the other top centers in the NBA, and he sucks. He's the only center I have ever seen play with Chris Paul, and I still didn't feel like he was good.
I mean, it's a pure mentality thing with him.
DeAndre Jordan, an all-star.
All NBA center.
I've never seen DeAndre. I've never seen, even when he was on the Suns, a game where Chris Paul made DeAndre Ayton look good. I don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he play. I don't like the way he carry himself. It ain't nothing champion about it. Nothing.
I wonder if any of you guys were in here a couple years ago when I was speaking to one of our old mutual friends about saying the Suns should trade Ayton because he wants to be a power forward instead of a center. And I'm just so right that it hurts because I knew it. I knew it back then, and I know it now. I'm right. I've been right.
That motherfucker do not want to be a 5.
He said his middle name is Diamond.
Ain't good at it. He is not good at being a 5. He needs to
front office. Yeah, Chicago Bulls. That's kind of like this. That's a.
They're not making a
so bad.
That's a first round team. That's a first round team.
First round holder.
Not this season. I want Cooper Flag, bro. Get front office. Please do nothing. Like let's just get Steph Curry and let's play him for the first 5 minutes of each quarter,
and then sit.
Yep. But yeah. That's a play-in tournament team for sure. I mean, that offense to be really good.
Toronto. I think Toronto's a first round team.
Yeah, me too. Like it just adds shooting to all their dynamic wings, so I think that works.
I'm gonna say front office help me because outside of Scotty, who the fuck do they got?
RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Poeltl. Who they draft this year? Hey, I like Jakob. I like Big Pole.
I do too.
What?
He's the rim protector for that team. What?
He's Big Pole, bro. That's Big Pole.
Bro. They Toronto playing.
That's crazy Toronto that you just said that. Bro.
Ain't that his nickname?
I don't know I don't know nothing about that. That's between you and him. Like that's between you and Jakob. I don't want to know nothing about no bigs or nothing. I don't want to know nothing about none of that. Like we go front off.
The last 3 are playing teams.
front office get Brandon some help. That's how he to do talking.
The last three are playing teams.
I still got Raptors as first round fodder. I think they got good young talent because they've been in the first round.
That's a first round team.
They like made it past the play-in twice already. So
all right, real quick, Wizards
first round too. I give them first round because I think that I think the Wizards have a good young core right now. They're just the Wizards, so that's the problem.
They got a bunch of niggas on their roster that can't hoop.
All right, so y'all gotta decide.
They pick might not be able to hoop. We know what was it, Ricky or whatever. He's still in the roster. He can't hoop. They slowly finding out Jordan Poole might not be the starter they thought he was gonna be for them.
He came off the bench last year. He came off the bench at the end of the season.
He finished the season as a 6-man.
Yeah.
So he will be perpetually forever a 6-man for the rest of his career.
I mean, Kuzma been on Twitter all summer. He's been on Twitter asking for political advice all summer. So that's what he worried about. I mean, he in DC, so.
Yeah, that sounds like a playing team to me.
Yeah,
even with Steph.
I believe in them.
And Detroit, I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all figure that.
Too young. They're too young to really. They lost 28 games in a row last. There's no way. Like Steph Curry, the immortal basketball saying he is, ain't pulling that team to the play-in. Nobody can.
And they don't have a rim protector. They got like 3 centers and can't none of them do it properly.
What do we say? A 20?
Jalen Duren again.
27-minute long compilation of Jalen Duren getting scored on in the pick and roll, bro.
And we know he don't want to play with James Wiseman again.
All right. So this is the team. This is the tier list. All right. So trick question. Not a trick question. Really quick, rapid fire question. Out of the chip contender teams, which team looks the best with Steph Curry? You gotta go real quick. Brandon, go.
Nuggets. No, Celtics. I just gotta say it's Celtics. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dallas or Spurs.
Damn. Okay.
Spurs.
Mine was Minnesota.
I can see that. No, that's nuts. No, Minnesota's crazy.
I really want to say the Nuggets.
And Cat Rudy. Fuck Rudy, but like with them niggas on the court, all he got to do is stand in the middle. He ain't even got to get a stop. Just be in the way.
It's something about teaming Jokic up with Steph might be something crazy though. Like something we ain't never ever in our life. We'll see.
What'll be funny? Jamal Murray will be pissed because now he got to do the Michael Porter. He just got to stand somewhere and wait to shoot because the Steph Jokic pick and roll
way more dangerous.
I'd have some advice for Jamal Murray in that situation. So go to the treadmill or run for about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, take a shot, and then you do it again.
That's funny as hell. We moving on, man. Like this tier list. Make sure y'all let us know in the comments section. Perfect, right? We got a perfect tier list. Tell us why it's perfect. If it's not perfect, oh well. Guess what? It's our list. Come up with your own. Put it in the comment section below. How do y'all feel about Steph? If he used to go to any one of these teams, where do they rank? That's the question.
Y'all want him to go?
And where do y'all want him to go?
Name y'all own team, but
don't be like in the comment section like, this tier list is terrible. Nah,
hypothetical.
Don't be like, y'all suck. Nah, don't say we suck. Say it in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Then share the video. Then comment and be like, yo, this is what the tier list should look like. Go on tier list maker and be like, look, y'all trash. Here on mine. It's better. Boom. Now, speaking of emotional people.
Transition.
Yeah, I know, right? That was a W transition. So over the last week or so, Katie and Dennis Schroeder have had an exchange on social media. Has been a little bit of beef, which is okay. To start with the initial, as y'all know, Dennis Schroeder got asked a question about, hey, what is the difference between NBA basketball and World Cup basketball? He says, hey, I'm trying to not offend anybody here. He took a breath and he says the following: European basketball is no entertainment. It's straight IQ basketball, straight coaching, right? Cool. KD waits until he won the championship, took a picture of the gold medal team, which is Team USA, and says entertainment and IQ. That's all he said. Obviously, a little bit of trolling, a little bit of a jab, but that's okay, right? That's what all sports are about. Now, Dennis Schroeder responds to that, and he's like, that's Katie, this is the type of star you are. That's just weak. You're the type of star that has to say something to a person like me. I got the question. I'm going to start with you, Ant. Dennis Schroeder fall for the KD troll?
Nah, he's a weirdo. I just feel like he took offense, and there was nothing to take offense to. Because it was like, okay, you said that, and that's cool. That's how you feel. Nobody took offense to it. Nobody was like, oh, you trying to say in the NBA we ain't got no IQ? I mean, we already know what the fuck be going on the basketball court. smart. That's why a lot of people don't start, because some of them are not smart enough to. It is what it is. It don't matter where you are. In the NBA, Euro League, all over, college, everywhere. Some people are really good and they're not smart enough to keep up with what the fuck is going on the court. It's like, it is what it is. That shit's everywhere. So I don't understand why I don't know. Even with what KD's response is, like, laugh it off. Like, it's a joke. It's just like entertainment and IQ. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, all of the best teams have been both of those things. All of the best teams that we've ever seen, they were entertaining to watch because of how good they were, and they were beating everybody because 9 times out of 10 they were playing in a way that people could not stop. It was IQ. They are coaching and all. From when the Warriors had KD, it wasn't just that they had KD, it was the way they were using him. The fact that they had you spread all over the floor. They had the 3 best shooters in the NBA spread out in a way that it was impossible to guard them. When Miami, he had LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh. The way they used them is what made them good. Is because they had to move Chris Bosh. His job had to change. Dwayne Wade's job had to change. And it had to orchestrate. It had to work a certain way. Even going all the way back to Jordan. The triangle was to help everybody else on this nigga team score. Because he'd go get 50 and everybody else out of rhythm. But the point of the triangle was the ball gets moved. Everybody else gets to feel it. It helps the others make the shots when it's their time. So I don't get what Dennis Schroeder's saying. Like, I don't get his initial statement. I don't get his offense to KD's statement. Like, I just don't get it.
Brandon?
I mean, it was clearly salty. Like, to call him a weak leader for trolling him a little bit, that's crazy, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. It seems so like inflammatory and out of pocket, like for no reason. I think it's like it turns the camera back to like Schroeder and trying to figure out where his motivation is to even say something like that, because like to say Team USA don't got IQ, if that's what was he insinuating, or that the NBA doesn't have IQ? Like, bro, you play in the NBA and like you start in the NBA, so it's like you can start in the NBA and you can be semi successful, but you're like a little better in the EuroLeague standard. Why don't you go play over there, since it's, you know, a more IQ based game, if that's what you're looking for, right? I don't know. It's just like, for him to say that there's more IQ, I just don't think that's the case. I think the NBA coaching is a lot harder because the defense is a lot harder to do. I think you can't run the same type of schemes in the NBA that you can in the EuroLeague. It doesn't work the same. You're allowed to camp into the lane for 3 seconds, for instance. You can't do that. Rudy Gobert is so much better in international play because he can camp in a lane. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. Like, so I don't really understand Schroeder's motivation, and it seems to have come out of left field. Which to me is why I think KD just trolled him on it, and I think that was a perfect response because it made no sense. It sounds like Schroeder's maybe a little salty he didn't get bronze this time, but whatever. So live with it, I guess. Have fun on the Nets.
Did he even get a medal this time?
No. And then he has to go and play on the Nets. He's going. That's where he's going. He's gonna go start his training camp in Brooklyn and play for the Nets and play nothing ball and be mad about it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Don't worry about it. He'll be on the Milwaukee Bucks by the end of the season.
Or in the Lakers. I know they really like him on the Lakers.
No, we don't need him no more.
They offered him a pretty good deal on the Lakers.
Originally, I was cool with him coming to the Bucks. We don't need him no more.
But
we're gonna let the rookie play.
Regarding all of that, right? It's an interesting basketball discourse. I think that Dennis Schroeder, where he started, where it's almost impossible if you are a professional basketball player from America to not take that offensively, like, because you're like, oh, well, this is the difference. It's just straight IQ over here. So are you like the antithesis over this to it is that saying that, like, okay, are we not smart? Like, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, cool. Like, what he probably should have said, honestly, is that, look, the difference between here and there is that because most of the players that come out of the Euro are not as athletic as the players who come out of the United States, which means we have to be more fundamentally sound and we have to pay attention to the technicals of basketball. So we have to be paying attention to floor, the spacing, where you move, what do you do when somebody cuts? What you have to be paying attention. You have to be thinking at high cylinders about those things to make up for the athleticism that you don't have. Boom, there you go, Dennis Schroeder. You need to hire me as your PR because you're terrible.
I mean, yeah. Do we even see Schroeder as his? Do we see Schroeder as a high IQ guard, like straight up?
And then he runs pick and roll, and he goes to the rim and tries to do a layup every time. Well, if he's dribbling right, he'll try to shoot it.
And that's my thing. It's like I get what he's saying. Davis. Like you can't be James Harden in the EuroLeague. You can't be James Harden. You can't ISO at the top of the key and do step back jumpers all day. It's not going to work for you. You do need to swing the ball more over there. You need to run more sets to change the floor. But that's just because like there's no 3 in the key. There's none of that. Like you know what I'm saying? They're able to take away options and stuff like that. And that's just the way it is. Like it's just the way that the game is officiated versus like the way the game is officiated calls for more swing action, more like you got to move it around the floor more. You're gonna have to go inside out. You're gonna need to do that.
So you have to be smarter.
Yeah, and it's a shorter game too, so you got less time to deal with. So it's like the IQ part that people are saying is just because you're not the individual doesn't stand out as much in the EuroLeague game, and that's just how it is. I don't know, man. Schroeder, I really don't like the statement. I think he tried tripping. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, because
I think he was just salty because like, what can you say? What can you say? He lost. Yeah. Like, and here's what I will say: is it high level IQ to use your athleticism?
I mean, think about all the fourth quarters. LeBron bully ball.
A better one. Only one of those things can be taught. I can't teach you how to be athletic. I can teach you how to be smarter on the court. You be athletic as shit, and I can teach you, hey, man, you need to stand here, cut here when this happens. Like, I can make you a smarter basketball player.
I think that's
more athletic. Like,
I think that's part of the thing that's missing, right? Where, like, Dennis Schroeder, what he was trying to go at is, like, just purely hoops, right? But when you get into an NBA game, it's about more than that. Like, you could be down 10 and Steph take a crazy ass 3, like the one he took against France, pretty much with a nail in the coffin, right? Most times you don't take that 3, but if Steph takes that 3 and makes it, right, that changes the whole momentum of the game. Just that one 3-pointer that could take them from being down 15 to down 12. It changed the whole momentum of the game. And guess what? They got the crowd in the game, or they took the crowd. That's IQ. That stuff all plays into IQ. IQ is not just
with the Euro rules. You gotta have an IQ to understand that big man can just knock that bitch up out the rim.
Yeah.
So like a lot of layups, just not even like you just might as well not even try to do a layup in some situation. So sometimes you would be better off being more athletic and being able to dunk the ball so that it can't be slapped off the rim. So I mean, it's. Yeah, he was salty and angry when he made that statement. He was not thinking.
So he was, and so he's salty. But do you think it's real beef?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it's real beef. I think it's just one of them like it's a salty situation. But I mean, what he gonna do? In the grand scheme of things,
nothing.
Patrick Beverly's probably a better defender than Dennis Schroeder is, and we saw what Kevin Durant did to Patrick Beverly. So. Do you really want beef with Kevin Durant? Because if the Suns play the Nets, I don't think you want beef with Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand his motivations behind doing it. I don't know if he's like trying to I don't understand it. And maybe he just said it just to say it, which is even worse. Because now you're not thinking before you speak. And you speak and you're talking on things that you should be. Like you have an inside look on. You're part of the brotherhood.
You have a perspective. You should have a much better understanding of this than most people.
I mean, more importantly, like, who is Dennis Schroeder? He's not one of the best players in the league.
We're gonna be talking about him like we talked about.
He's barely a starter.
Think about starting level guards from like the mid 2000s, right? And that's where he's like an Andre Miller. You know what I mean? Like, you remember Andre Miller? He was cold. Oh,
nah, Andre Miller way better than him, man.
No, it's not about better, but it's about how he's going to be referenced of like, oh yeah, he played in the NBA for a long time. I remember him; he was a starting guard for years. Like stuff like that. It's like the Jeff Teague and like
he like Bobby Schroeder. That's who he like.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think basketball history will need Dennis Schroeder in the lore.
No, we're gonna be talking about him like we're talking about what? I'm just thinking of like mid 2000s like guards who have started for good teams but aren't relevant to the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, like we'll be talking about like him, like we talk about like Smush Parker or some shit.
Yeah, like Smush Parker or Delonte West, or you know what I'm saying, like players who played at a position forever, like you know what I'm saying, like Avery Johnson, like when he played for the Spurs, all those years. Who remembers? We remember him more like a coach, like things like that.
Y'all want to see a fire transition? Watch this. Speaking of players that will be talked about and will be relevant, the top 5 players at each position going into the upcoming season. So for this one, we're going to draft the top 5 players at each position going into this upcoming season. Here's the catch. All of us, including myself, we get to guarantee one person at each position. So we get 5 locks. 1 point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. The last 2 players, we have to agree as a group. We cannot disagree. Otherwise, we keep going. And then at the end, we will go through and make any changes as far as who's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as far as the top 5 and where they rank in those positions. All right, bet. So, point guard. Let's start with the point guard. And who's your lock?
Ja.
Brandon, who's your lock?
Luka.
I got Ja at.
Hold on. Don't say where.
All right.
So we got Ja, Luka. I'm gonna say Steph's in there
for sure.
Then what? Brunson? I don't know.
Oh shit! I forgot about my MVP. I forgot about my MVP. I gotta throw Brunson in there. I had him winning the MVP.
I mean, is Dame better than Fox right now?
See, that's a tough one because my bias in me is gonna say he will be, but I can honestly say that De'Aaron Fox had a better season last season than Damian Lillard did.
So we got Luka, Steph, Ja, and Jalen Brunson.
Sure. Yeah, we're looking at 5th right now, and my 5th is between Dame and Fox, but I'm not sure.
What about Halliburton? Does he fit in there? I'm just asking.
No,
I ain't got him in there.
Yeah, man.
He top 10. He ain't top 5.
I feel like we missing somebody, but I can't so let me just go through the teams in my head. So no Jamal Murray, he's not.
Oh, Shea, Jesus Christ, Shea. Yeah. I mean, that's just I'd put Shea at 2 behind Luka, to be honest.
Nah, he fit. Yeah, that's the 5.
So that's So okay, so the 5 is Luka,
Steph, Ja, Luka, Shea, Brunson.
Steph, Ja, Luka, Shea, Brunson. Okay, yeah, that's 5. Y'all cool with those 5?
Yeah, I'm cool with that 5. Yeah. We're not ranking it like that, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the tough part. So who number 1?
1?
Luka.
I think you gotta go Luka, right?
Yeah, it's probably Luka. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put Shea right there too.
So you got Luka, Shea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shea's 2.
Yeah, I like that. And then this is where it get tricky.
I gotta put Steph at 3. I gotta put Steph at 3.
Shit, I want to put Brunson at 3.
I put Ja at 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. I put Steph at 3, Brunson at 4, Ja at 5. Because Ja's gonna be 1 by the end of the season. So I'll take him at 5 to start.
Man, those are big words, man.
I'm standing on that. That man finna have a superstar season. He's gonna be 1. At the end of the season, he's gonna be the best point guard in the NBA.
I'm not mad at that because I'm halfway tempted to put Ja Morant at 3.
Over Steph and Brunson?
Yes. Brunson's team is gonna be better. Ja Morant's team is gonna be not as good, so he's gonna be expected to do more on a revenge season. So that's where I'm at. I'm not mad. Like, I'm not mad. No, you know what? Let me think about it a little bit. Brunson finished the season averaging what, like
it was like 27, 30? I think.
Shit, averaging almost 40 in the playoffs. Motherfucker was going nuts.
All right, yeah. You know what? Brunson is 3.
Nuts in the playoffs.
Yeah, proven playoff performer.
Yeah, even for all this year, he averaged. Oh, never mind. He averaged 28, 4, and 7 this year.
Yeah. Okay, so
I ain't know he's so 28 a game.
Yeah, so Luka, Shea, Brunson, Steph, Ja.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Okay,
Luka,
let's
Shea,
do that.
Brunson,
Let's do that. All right, shooting guard.
I think Book's still the best shooting guard in the league.
Anthony Edwards.
Right. Fuck, that was my lock. Let me think of some damn shooting guards. It ain't that many like elite ones.
Like shooting guards, they're usually a combo guard or a wing at this point.
What is James Harden playing?
He plays point guard.
Right?
He plays point guard.
Kawhi's the 3 still.
Yeah.
PG's gonna play the 3 for Philly.
Damn.
What? We're not gonna. We can't put Zach LaVine in there.
No, the champ. No. JB the champ come before Zach.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah. Don't he play the 3 though?
No, he plays the 2 for them. He slots to the 3 when they play that. When they put like, well, yeah, no, I think he plays a mix of 2 and 3. So
that's
what they do is,
where does Jimmy Butler play?
Jimmy Butler plays the 3-4.
Listed at?
He plays the 3-4. Depends on the night.
So I went to ESPN to just to get some ideas of players that played shooting guard, that qualify as shooting guards in their system. So they have Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Desmond Bane, CJ McCollum, DeJounte Murray, Terry Rozier, Emmanuel Quickly.
Oh, well, James Harden. Yeah. If he is listed at a 2, he top 5.
They have.
How is he listed at 2 if he plays the 1 for them? That's so weird. He runs all the pick and rolls and initiates the offense.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
He didn't at first. That's probably why. Because remember when they first got him, they was running all 4. So it was Westbrook, him, PG, Kawhi. So he was a 2 at first.
Can we put Kyrie in there at the 2 because he played next to Luka?
He played the 2.
Because we think we got Kyrie, and then I'm also thinking about
completely accurate.
I'm thinking about Donovan Mitchell too, like Mitchell, Kyrie, Ant, Booker, and JB.
Yep.
I think my lock is Donovan Mitchell.
I think Mitchell's just as good as Luka or Anthony Davis any given night.
Yeah, I got Donovan Mitchell as my lock. I got Donovan Mitchell as my lock. So Brandon, say your lock again.
I got Booker. Yeah, Booker was my lock. Yeah.
And your lock,
Anthony
Edwards. Okay.
So and then we got Book and Anthony Edwards lock.
Okay. So then now we got to come up with 2 more.
Jaylen Brown.
Okay. I'm with that.
Yeah. Since we're not going James Harden, who was the
Kyrie,
yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that 5.
All right, now we gotta rank these fools.
I'm gonna put Kyrie at 5 off the muscle.
I'll put Kyrie at 5.
Because of his finals performance. I'm gonna put him at 5.
Yeah.
I'm put him at 5 because I don't think he's as good as the other 4 on his list. But at 1, I got Booker at the 1 just because I just think he's the most consistent one of any of these players. I think he's done more with less. He's the only one that's gone to the finals, like besides Kyrie. And as a number 1 option as well.
I got Ant at 1 because he beat him. And his name Anthony.
Look, okay. This might sound fucked up, right? And it's gonna sound like I'm hating, but I'm not, bro. But I promise you I'm not. Because I love Anthony Edwards to death, but it is almost like it breaks my heart watching him play because he don't use his left hand. Like, and I'm telling y'all, like y'all gonna see it. No, bro, y'all, like I promise you, watch when they play. You go like if you go back and watch those playoff games and watch the game, you be like, yo, he literally left so many points on the board because he wouldn't go left. Like he would literally go left to his left hand to go back to his right hand. He never drove left. He never took a step back from the left side of the court. Like he literally was just all right-handed and all right side of the court. Like that's what he wanted to do. Like he didn't try to do anything else. And I hope that going into next season, he work on that because like that was like a glaring thing for me. And for me, I think that Anthony Edwards, he has a chance to be the best player in the league in a couple years. But like, then
I'll take that too. Then
no left.
That's my argument. That's my argument.
Left is real. I mean, look, there's a lot of frauds out there who don't have a left. I mean, we can get into that because if you want to talk about our buddy John Stockton never went left, and he got the most assists ever. So see how far that takes.
Jaylen Brown 3, right?
Yeah. Well, is Jaylen Brown better than Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
Got a ring. And Jaylen Brown passes better than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
that's my issue with Donovan.
Speaking of somebody who can't dribble with their left hand,
bro. No, Donovan Mitchell had the ball way too much to like. He don't be getting no assists. Like none. He have all these high scoring ass games, and he'll have like 3 assists.
Because he a bucket getter,
bro.
He's here to make shots, dog. He's not here to pass to you.
No, bro. Everybody
That's what the point guard does.
No, fuck that. That's a part of being the one on your team. When you're the one, you're the number 1 option. You got, and part of being a superstar, part of being the star guy, you got to be able to affect the game in more than one way. That's fine. You are an amazing scorer. That is great. Nigga, you need to do something else too. So
yeah, I
either
think
you need to
Jaylen
get
Brown's
amazing
defense,
or you need to learn how to fucking pass that motherfucker like Darius Garland. Something got to give. But like,
that's a
for
great
me,
point.
that's the one reason why I don't see Donovan Mitchell as a star. That's the thing that's holding him back for me. He gotta find a second way to impact the game prolifically because he is a fucking amazing scorer.
Yeah, but his defense,
gotta happen. Because he's amazing. He's
it gotta. I mean, it gotta be
one of the best scorers. Period. In the
him
NBA.
And Anthony Edwards have a very similar game because neither of them get a lot of assists for the way they play. They're just scorers. So, I mean, you got to be multidimensional.
That shit opens up for them. It opens up the floor for you when they got to worry about you. Shit, look at Jokic. Look at LeBron. So when motherfucker got to worry about you scoring and passing, it opens shit up.
I guess we got to decide who's won because then at that point, I might take Jaylen Brown over Devin Booker.
Please stop. Like, let's just stop.
Bro,
stop. Booker is the only one here that does everything. He's the only one here that does it all.
I'm hating you. You're right. You know what? That was the old Eli talking. I used to think that Devin Booker was a fraud, and I thought he was a fraud. Just like he could score, but like, well, okay, cool. Because he was actually on my all fraud team, Devin Booker was, but that was before he did the Olympics.
I love the USA performance.
Yeah, and he started doing all the dirt. Like, you know what? Okay, Devin Booker, I'm cool with that. Let's go.
Book the only one that do it all. That's all I gotta say. So Book, I'd put Jaylen Brown up there with Anthony Edwards. But I mean I think it's not crazy to say Anthony Edwards is second, even with his limitations. I think he has the highest ceiling here of any of these players.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Okay, bet. Perfect. Small forward. Let's keep going.
The best small forward in the game right now.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Lock. You cannot pick LeBron or KD. They play the 4.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna choose either of them, but now I actually genuinely don't know who is the best small forward in the league right now.
Hey man, I'm a stand on that shit. I'm gonna say Jason Tatum as mine, and because, like I said, we everybody looked at it, everybody seen it. He shot horribly from the 3 all playoffs, and somehow this motherfucker was still able to score 25 a game and win a championship. You gotta be good at something. And Jaylen Brown, in the grand scheme of things, Jason Tatum, him shooting bad was his only weakness all playoffs. He ain't do nothing else wrong. He passes well. He rebounds well. Obviously, this motherfucker can score without shooting 3.
Hold on. I take it back. ESPN. So who they have as qualified small forwards: LeBron, Kawhi, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, Isaiah Jackson, DeMar DeRozan, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Franz Wagner, Chris Middleton.
It falls off pretty hard there, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Michael Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant.
Man, I don't mean to be like that, but dang. All right, we got some tough.
Be like that.
We got some tough choices. You got some tough choices going. Keldon Johnson, Jesus Christ. So at the best small forward, I'll take Jason Tatum.
Put your lock. Your lock.
My lock. I'm gonna lock Kawhi Leonard in there.
Well, if we doing that, I'm locking LeBron, of course.
Oh, we're gonna count him?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They got him on here, so I guess we could do it that way.
Oh, if we're doing that, I'll put Durant then.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's them 4, and then Jimmy probably.
Maybe Paul George. Jimmy Butler's better than Paul George. Yeah.
Yo, remember we had this conversation a couple years.
Hey man, it depends on what year you ask.
We 100% had this conversation a couple years ago where it was like, yo, who's better, Jimmy Butler or Paul George? And it was definitely a heated conversation because it's pretty much like, how do I explain it? Like it's similar to like the Jordan LeBron argument, not in terms of like. It's like a style thing, right? Like, cause like Michael Jordan make it look cool in every single way, and then LeBron is just bully ball, versus like, who the fuck we talking about? Paul George is just like that's why he's. I understand when people be like, "Yo, he's my GOAT." Like he got a smooth game. Like he looked like he has no weaknesses, and then you got Jimmy Butler just all will.
Jimmy Butler taking an AFC playing team to the finals, going to the fight, like one shot away, pull up in and out of the rim for almost going to the finals in 22, going to the finals in 2020. Like he's effective. He knows how to win games. That's like, to me, that matters a lot, to be able to go to the finals with teams that have been seen as like less than, I think, you know what I mean? Like
the nicknames tell it all. Like you got way off P and you got playoff Jimmy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to discuss. Like
they beat a healthy Celtics team. You know what I'm saying? Like with an AFC team with Gabe Vincent, who couldn't even get on the floor last year, bro. Like that.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, so our 5: LeBron, Jason Tatum, KD, Jimmy Butler, and who was the other one? Kawhi.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta rank them.
I got figure it out. I think the best small forward in the league right now is probably KD.
Yeah.
KD, and then I'll put LeBron. And
don't say it like that. Like I'll put LeBron. Like, man,
well, because
say it with some emphasis. I'm not debating y'all putting KD over him as a top small. Whatever. Let's go.
I actually got Jimmy at 3. I'm gonna be real. I've seen that man do some crazy shit in the last 4 years. I can't put Tatum over him when he's beating Tatum all those times.
You got Jimmy over Kawhi?
Yeah. Kawhi just came last. I like Kawhi. Y'all know I love Kawhi.
Yeah,
Kawhi, one of my favorite players ever. But Jimmy,
5, Kawhi 4, Butler 3. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So KD, LeBron, Jimmy, Kawhi, Tatum. We good? We agree?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Power forwards.
See, now it gets hard without LeBron and KD in there.
Yeah.
We needed
small
them.
forwards. They were awful. The soft forwards. But think about it, right? If we would have took LeBron, Kawhi, KD, and Jason Tatum, who all played the 4 majority last year, the small forwards be kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie.
Because like we can't count Anthony Davis because he's played power 4 every season, like the last 2 seasons. And then Julius Randle didn't play that much last season, even though he had a pretty good year.
Well, that don't matter. We just talking about who we think are going to be good going into this year.
I don't think of one dude.
Well, do your lock. Go ahead. You going?
Giannis?
Banchero.
I got Giannis at the.
You took Paolo over Giannis.
We knew he was top 5. I'm making sure Paolo get on this list. That was my
okay. I understand the logic.
Okay.
We know Giannis probably number 1 power forward in the NBA. That should probably ain't even close.
Yeah, he'd be the number 1 small forward, power forward, or center, depending on where he decides to play that game.
And who's your lock, Brandon?
Giannis, yeah.
Giannis? Okay. I'm gonna make sure Zion get on this list.
Yeah, I want Zion on the list too.
He's gonna be one of the 2 for me.
I'm gonna make sure Zion get on this list.
I mean, I was thinking about Zion or because Lowry, Zion, Big Cat.
Now deciphering these next 2, the next 2. So you got up for honorable mention. We have
gotta put Cat.
Yeah, you got Cat. You got Lowry. Chet's gonna most likely play the 4 this year.
I don't think he's better than them now.
You got Pascal Siakam, which whatever. That's
it's the Chet Lowry marketing for me.
Yeah, so you got Julius Randle still gonna have a conversation about it.
I think Draymond still has a case to be in top 5 just because of how effective he is.
Let me see other honorable mention names. Evan Mobley, we'll see. All right, so we got to figure it out, man. We got what 2 spots and we got a lot of names.
I mean, I want to put Randle in there. He's putting up some pretty good seasons the last couple of years.
Chet gotta go in there. Chet gotta go
over Lowry marketing.
He's a big
his blocks are crazy.
Yeah. I'm like the way he gets after it on the defensive side of the ball, even like majority of his matchups, he's undersized. Like even though he's so tall, like we saw with the Jonas Valanciunas shit. Jonas Valanciunas was bullying him all around the fucking floor all game. He still was getting blocks. He still was in them plays. He still was a big part of the reason why OKC where they was seed wise. Now Chet that for real. And I mean he the Wemby rival, straight up. He's really the only person that can stand on the floor and can go move for move with Wemby right now. Like at that past 7-foot height. Like that should a real battle between them 2.
I mean, he went from a team that didn't make the.
Do we move Chet to the 5?
No.
For top 5 centers, or are we gonna have top 5 forward?
I don't think he's top 5 center.
He'll play a 4 because they got Isaiah Hartenstein, so he'll play the 4 this year for sure.
Okay.
I mean, he took a team that didn't make the playoffs and got them into the playoffs after he like the number 1 seed too. Not even like.
So y'all got Giannis, Zion. So we got Giannis, Zion, Paolo, Chet.
Brandon said Julius Randle, and I can't really think of nobody to replace him.
I mean, were we going to put Aaron Gordon over him? I don't think so.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I'll say Michael Porter before I say Aaron Gordon.
Hell. Oh, yeah, Big Cat. So I guess it comes down to Big Cat or Julius Randle, right?
I'd rather have Julius Randle. Big Cat fouls too much, bro. Big Cat fouls too much for me.
That's true. That is true, though. That is true.
Like, and I would equate Randall's issues in the playoffs to the fact that they had no talent around him, and like basically asked him to first playoffs ever. Hey, you're the number 1 option against this defense. You're the only one that could do something with it. You and Derrick Rose at 34. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's had to play with some BS. Like, I looked into this because the skill set that Randle has acquired in the last 4 years is actually crazy from where he came in at. Because
he's a point guard.
He's been playing like he's been getting shooting step back threes and like
he got
playing running pick and rolls and stuff like that. So it makes sense why he's not that efficient, especially when they have no guards. A good comparison for Randle is Brunson because they both do the same thing. It's just that Randle's 6'8" and Brunson 6'2". It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'll take Julius Randle top 5.
I think Cat's a better 5, a better center anyway. But yeah. All right, so we got to rank them. We got to put them in order. So obviously Giannis at 1.
Low-key could have snuck in that list on the floor. Naz Reid.
I was thinking about that.
Y'all tripping.
He was doing the damn thing in the playoffs. He was doing the damn thing.
Naz Reid is cold. Naz
Reid cold, but he ain't top 5 power forward in the league cold. He ain't even starting over Cat, man. Like, how can you put him over Cat? He ain't even starting over him.
No, he needs to start over Rudy. That's not the one that needs to be moved. He needs to start over Rudy, move Cat to the 5.
I agree with that. So Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis number 1.
Who's better, Paolo or Zion?
No,
Zion's better. Zion's better than all of them. We ain't even finna play around.
So Giannis, Zion. Who's 3 then?
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know who our 5 is. The 4 is such a broken position. We didn't
put.
Paolo?
Yeah, it was Chet.
Chet. Chet got to go on the bottom, bro. I'm sorry. He can't.
I think Chet better than Paolo.
I don't.
On defense, absolutely, bro. And offense, like Paolo's that guy. Paolo got handles. That's why he looked better. But Chet do what he's supposed to do.
No, Paolo got all that. Paolo could hoop for real. He one of them. Like it on what spot on the floor, what kind of. He got all that shit. But
I think Chet can do all that too.
I'll take him at the 5.
I think Chet can do everything Paolo can do, except he playing on the team where he doesn't need to do any of that stuff. Like it would just look crazy to me. It's like a little bit of the LeBron versus KD thing about how they go about it. Because
we do know that Chet got handles. Chet has had handles since he was in high school. So
and a pull up.
So like, we ain't gonna act like he came.
All right,
Chet got that.
All right, okay. So we got Paolo at 5.
Are you putting Chet over Julius Randle?
No.
So Julius Randle is the 3.
Man, we forgot about Lowry, bro.
Well, I brought it up. I said where we put. I said
you can only put Lowry over Chet and Julius Randle. So you gotta take one of them out for him.
I want to put him over Julius, to be honest, bro. I just think Lowry's been real good with like think of his teammates. His best teammate the last couple of years has been Colin Sexton, man. Like they're trying to lose games. When they aren't trying to lose games, they're pretty effective. It sucks too, because I get that whole spiel about Randall's game, and I still believe that. I think on any given night, like any of these players can be better than one another. I just think like some of the shots that Lowry hits his clutch gene's incredible. And I ain't even saying this as a former Bulls guy. I used to hate Lowry as a Bulls fan, but
yeah,
I have to appreciate what he's doing now.
Yo, I wish, bro. I wish I would have recorded the night the Bulls drafted Lauri Markkanen.
Y'all remember we traded Jimmy Butler for him
in the comment section. We traded.
Yeah. Nah, that's still
the Bulls traded. It's like Lauri Markkanen. We drafted Lauri Markkanen, and he was screaming at the top of his lungs. He got off his Xbox, like he turned. Brandon was having a rough day. For sure. So, all right. So we got to decide whether or not Lauri Markkanen, if he goes on, who falls off.
I think we're gonna have to take Randle. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna take Lowry over Julius just because I don't know how Julius is gonna fit.
So Giannis, Zion, Chet, Paolo, Lauri.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah. Okay. This is the position that it might be tough. Go ahead, centers.
Yoke. Well, no, I'm locking in Bam. We're not taking Bam out the top 5.
Oh, he was making it.
That's your lock.
Yeah,
it's Bam. And who's your lock?
Should say yours. Come back to me because I'm trying to think outside of the obvious other 2. Who else is good at the 5? Anthony Davis. I mean, I got to. I gotta say AD.
What if I locked in Rudy?
Oh,
I'd be so mad.
Yo, I
put
leave.
this motherfucker at the top.
I would leave. Here's what I'll say. I'm gonna just say, for the ease of argument, Wemby. That's my lock, Wemby.
Okay, so
and we know the other two is Embiid and Jokic.
Yeah, Embiid, Jokic, Bam.
Where do we order them?
Embiid, Jokic, Bam, 80, Wemby. But here's the thing: Wemby might be number one, and like you know what I'm saying.
When the season's over,
yeah, like
I got Wemby at 1 now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like I would take, I mean, Wemby could easily come in this season, average 28, 14, like 4 blocks.
Because I still feel like they was kind of keeping him off the floor a lot last year, and like to still average double-digit points, rebounds, and still average 2-3 blocks a game, and they kind of still trying to have a good pick. That man went
even more than the Timberwolves. He ruined the Nuggets season because when he beat them in that late season game, it fucked their whole bracket up.
Yeah, they ended up from 1 to.
Yep, you know what I'm saying, man. And he the only one. He the only one that can guard the other 4.
Yeah,
them other 4 can't. They all have a hard time guarding each other. But that motherfucker Wemby.
So y'all got Wemby at 1. I'm not mad at it. I think
I'm not gonna put him at 1. I'm still gonna put Jokic and Embiid over.
I think there's
I feel about him I feel about the job situation. We can put him at 5. He gonna be 1 at the end of the year.
I think there's a conversation for 4 out of 5 of them to be the 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could be like, hey, by the end of the year, Wemby's gonna be 1, so let's just put him at 1 right now. Or you got Joel Embiid, who was playing like before he got hurt, he was playing better than he was his MVP season. There's still that going on. You got Jokic, who is he just won the MVP.
Basketball Thanos right there.
Yeah.
This it's crazy like how good the centers are now, because like I mean there's like a case for Porzingis, there's a case for Sabonis to be put in and all this stuff. I don't think you can put Sabonis in there. You know, I will say Rudy, as much as it pains us to say it, Rudy up there.
Rudy can't make this list.
Nah, he can't make top 5, but he can definitely make top 10.
Yeah, he make top 10. He make top 10.
What do you mean? You gonna put Brook Lopez over him?
You got Wagner.
It's some bad centers.
Porzingis.
It's some bad centers in the NBA.
Porzingis, I'll give you Porzingis, but I'm not. Wagner, that dude comes off the bench.
Mo,
still taking.
You taking Mo over Rudy Gobert? Dog, you tripping?
Yeah,
I might.
Y'all, okay, all right,
fraud, bro.
Yes.
All right.
All right,
Rudy Gobert.
Let's relax. Let's keep it. Let's just keep it realistic here. Because come on, Mo Wagner over Rudy Gobert.
Serious. I'm being dead ass.
Wagner.
To your statement, Mo Wagner has not been in the NBA long enough for us to see him cause his team to lose a playoff series. But watching a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year be the reason why his team loses a playoff series is crazy.
So you would take Wagner to start now. If you flip Wagner, Wagner and Rudy right now, which team is better?
Yes. Today,
yes. Still.
You're gonna take Mo.
I feel like I'm going crazy here because y'all are hardcore tripping, bro.
No.
Listen, I don't like Rudy more than the next player. But to say Mo Wagner, the backup center for the Orlando Magic, who can't start on his old team, even when the starter is hurt, is better than Rudy Gobert?
I might take Isaiah Hartenstein over Rudy Gobert.
That's more reasonable because he started all year.
Pedro, Walker Kessler. I would take all of these dudes over him.
I'm damn near taking Valanciunas over him.
Like Mo Wagner has been in the league for 7 years, Valanciunas for 12 years. And neither one of them has made an all-star game or an all-NBA team or even impacted a team in a way. Like, think about Valanciunas. Has he gotten out the first round? No.
You're right, but we all know that Rudy Gobert's Defensive Player of the Year is a fraudulent.
Maybe one of them. He's still an all-time defender. I'm not going to disrespect that part of it. I'm too much of a basketball purist to do this. I'm not. Which is why I refuse to go there with y'all. You got it on the Jazz.
On the Jazz, right?
Yeah, 2 of those years he deserved
when the Jazz as a team was one of the best defensive teams in the NBA.
Yeah, no, they funneled everything to Rudy. Their defensive scheme was to go over every pick and force them to go downhill towards Rudy to play that drop cover.
They had good perimeter defenders when they had him, so it wasn't like he was defending like a person. Like he wasn't defending a full head of steam anybody. Like Joe Ingles and Royce O'Neal and all the rest of them dudes they had playing defense on the perimeter for the Jazz at that time were amazing. They were so amazing that we watched Paul George get his ass bust by Joe Ingles. That's how good they were on defense. Paul George couldn't score against them. He had a rough ass time against them.
Paul George is a historic playoff choker. I think he
their
whole defense was to funnel it to Rudy.
Score, and we watched him get locked the fuck up. And it wasn't by Rudy Gobert.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Hey,
Rudy Gobert couldn't guard.
We can save this conversation.
Terrence Mann.
Yeah, we can save this conversation for another. We can save this conversation for another time.
Wagner can guard Terrence Mann.
I'm gonna need a poll. I need y'all to set up a poll, and I need our fans to input here and tell me if I'm tripping or not. Please tell us.
Poll in the comment section. Are me and Ant tripping?
Wagner or Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, Mo Wagner, Rudy Gobert.
Mo, not Franz. Mo, the blonde
Mo,
one, the big Mo. That dude.
The other one, the not so skilled one.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I don't even think Mo Wagner started in the Olympics.
All right, are we putting Joker or Embiid 1? Since we're gonna put Wemby 5.
Yeah, I'll put Jokic first. I think he's the better.
I'm fine with that.
I think he's better in Embiid straight up.
Elijah?
Jokic, Embiid. I'm cool with that. Jokic. I'm thinking about
Bam.
2.
Anthony
Jokic,
Davis
Embiid, AD, Bam. Yes.
I don't know, bro. Bam's gone to I don't know, man.
Yes.
I don't know, dog.
Had a healthy season. He just averaged 25.
I think they're equal. I think they're equals on defense, and Anthony Davis has more offense.
Bam don't.
It's the Jimmy versus PG conversation all over with me.
Yeah, I don't think Bam believe in his jump shot yet. Even like when he's playing for Team USA, he would get the ball sometimes, and like it would be like high post or like that mid-range area. And it's like he would be waiting before he shot it. And it would just kind of just be like, hey, bro, you got that. Take it. Fuck looking around, bro. If they going to give you the 15, the 10 to 15 foot, take that, bro. Shoot that motherfucker. I think the only thing holding him back from like being on par with Anthony Davis for points is like, I feel like he don't look for his shot. And he's not in the situation to look for his shot as much as Anthony Davis is.
I think Bam should be playing a 4. I've known this for a minute. I think he needs to play with it because he's 6'8", like straight. He's 6'8", and I just think that if he's around the rim so much, and like is asked to do so much on defense, I just think that they need like a big so he can roam. I think he's a roaming.
But the crazier part is he's good at it.
Yeah, he's incredible at it.
That's the fucking crazier part. This nigga the same height as Draymond and LeBron, and it's SWAT team down there. What you?
Not if you not. I mean, we can say it because apparently 2K doesn't think Bam's a good defender, but it's crazy. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to talk about it.
You ever got a Bam on my team, nigga?
Are you sure?
Bam is KD in my team. I'm just kidding.
Are you sure?
Nah, he's that.
Are y'all sure that Bam's over Wemby?
Yes.
No, but I mean, we're not putting Wemby at 1, so I'm gonna put him at 5.
I'm only putting Wemby at 5 because of the age thing. I mean, Bam over Embiid and AD is more accomplished right now just because he's been to the finals more times. And has been a part of like teams that have made it that far. Not saying Anthony Davis isn't that caliber of player because he was just in the conference finals last season or the season before last, and then he's won the finals and everything like that. But that was what 5 years ago now.
They do got the same amount of gold medals too. I think they both got 2.
Yeah, they do both have 2 because AD was there in 2012 as a college player.
Bam missing that AD got is I think a defensive player of the year in a ring. I think everything else he kind of like right there with him.
I don't think AD got that either. I don't think nobody's getting an 8 in a defensive player of the year again for the next probably 15 seasons.
Like earlier in his career.
No, he's talking about he ain't gonna win another one ever again as long as Wemby is in the league and healthy.
Oh, bro, not even just him and Chet. These motherfuckers gonna have a hard time.
Ain't no more weak defensive players in the year.
It's like, what the fuck you gonna do?
All right. Yeah. So we got Jokic, Embiid, AD, Bam, Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because at the end of the season, Wemby gonna be one.
Chat.
And Zach Edey might fuck around and sneak in that list.
Yeah, chat. Tell us in the comments what y'all think about the centers and who y'all got ranked. Let us know if we're right. That's our list. Those are our top 5 at each position going into the NBA season. Let us know if we right, because we are right. And if y'all don't think we right, tell us what we got to do better.
If you don't think we're right, just wait a few more. Wait a couple months. We'll prove it. It'll prove itself.
Yeah, y'all gonna see. Final topic of the night. We're gonna call it better or worse. Compare each NBA team from last season to this upcoming season. Will they be better? Did the roster improve? Did it stay the same? Or will they get worse? Y'all ready? We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it, go through. We ain't gonna really explain too much, I guess. Unless y'all got something that really like
no, I don't know. I'm probably not for every team. I probably got like 3 teams I might have something to say about.
Okay.
You get two teams to yap about.
All right.
Okay. Well, one of them's gonna say the Bucks. I got to yap about my team.
All right, let's start with the first team, the Lakers. Better, same, worse.
Same.
Yeah.
Jazz, same.
Where they finish?
Like 11th or 9th.
They
or
not.
10th?
Yeah.
I think they Cooper Flag sweepstakes. I think they get worse.
Yeah. I mean, they stayed the same though. Like they didn't really
find a way to be worse.
I think they're going for it.
They didn't make no moves though. Like they got the same team.
No, I think they're going for it because they just signed Lowry to that giant deal. I think they're like they've been playing around trying to get this number 1 pick for years now. There's no reason to continue to do it now. They just gave him all that money.
I think they just did what Toronto did. Like how Toronto signed Scotty Barnes and make sure they still got him whenever else they gonna do. I think that's what they did with Lowry. It's just like we'll make sure we got him because we still gotta go get some other shit.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right. So y'all got the same, right?
Yeah, I think they're the same.
I'm cool with that. Clippers
worse.
It
might be an addition by subtraction, but we'll see.
That's what I was thinking too.
Suns same. No, Suns got better. They got better guards.
I think the Suns will be better.
Yeah, I think they changed coaches, right?
Yeah.
I
think that's the big part of what's going. Because
Vogel's the defensive coach, and they just got an offensive coach for an off. Like they got a defensive coach to coach an offensive team. So now they got an offensive coach to coach an offensive team. So it should work out, I think.
Yeah, because they got to figure out how to quite honestly, bro, like seeing the Olympics, Devin Booker should be doing this with KD, the same shit Steph do with KD.
Yeah.
Like they got to figure out a way to run off the ball together because it's just going to be so difficult to guard with them two playing. Like they got to start doing that. They got to stop making it easy on people. Them two need to just kill.
I think Bradley Beal needs to be humble and come off the bench as well. That way they can start an actual point guard next to him.
I don't think that's his fault though. I think that they thought that shit was going to work because everybody looking at it was like, oh, well, him coming off the bench would be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think Brad Beal sees that out of himself, though. It's like the same. To me, it's coming off. It's similar to like remember when Melo was on OKC and he was like, "Hey, P, they said I'm coming off the bench. Who's coming off the bench?" Like it comes. Bradley Beal got that same mentality to me. I'm gonna have to see.
I don't know because Brad ain't in the same point in his career as Melo was though. Like Brad kind of at the end, so it would make sense for him to like Melo was still low key Melo. They should have all 3 of them boys on the floor, but that's a whole nother conversation. We gonna go to Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State got worse.
Yeah, for sure. Losing Clay.
I
think if they would have kept Clay, I would still put them at worse. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I think Memphis got better just because they're getting Ja back. They got a center now.
Zach Edey was a great pickup. That definitely improved.
Spurs got better.
Even Castile, baby, they got better.
Yeah, they got better.
Stefan.
Dallas got better.
Yeah.
Better.
A little bit better.
Added Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Added Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall. Lost. Yeah. Nuggets worse.
Yeah, Nuggets worse.
OKC better. For me,
they can be better than the one. You think they're gonna be better? Yeah, they're gonna have a different style of play. I agree with that better.
I think that everybody thinks the Nuggets got worse, but they're about to be better.
I mean, they lost KCP.
No, we can leave them in worse.
They didn't even replace KCP.
But I'm telling you, Westbrook's gonna make them better.
Are we gonna go with the Lakers logic with Westbrook that he's gonna win us games when our stars are sitting?
No. It's because Westbrook is probably gonna get to be Westbrook over there. Because either he's gonna come off the bench when
he'll definitely
on the floor and he gets to be Westbrook, or they're gonna find some way to make him work with Jokic.
I think it sounds crazy. It's gonna sound crazy when I say this.
Still athletic as shit too. I think it's the big part of a lot of people keep forgetting. Like he lost the step. Like,
definitely a 6 man a year.
It's kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, I think it's crazy to say
shit now.
Somebody as chaotic as Westbrook will stabilize their backup unit. I think that's, but I don't think they're going to be better. OKC, I think it's one of those things where, like, I think OKC won't be the 1 seed, but I think they'll be better, if that makes sense. Like, they'll be a better team, but I don't know if they'll be the 1 seed.
I think they're going to be the same. I think, like,
because I mean, better, because
the only way for them to be better than what they are would be for them to win for real. Like, they just had an amazing season. Like, the only thing better for them would be to win, and I don't see them winning it all this year.
I'm not mad at the same. I'm not mad at that.
Number one in the fucking West. I would love to be number one in the West 2 years in a row.
Yeah. I mean, I think better for them would just be to make it to the conference finals or the finals.
Yeah.
I think New Orleans is better.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. DeJounte Murray makes them better.
Same with Sacramento. I think they come back better. They got DeRozan. Rockets, same team.
Yeah.
Young Bulls.
Hold out here. We don't know what it's going to do.
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how the young guys going to handle their contracts because, like, you know, the Rockets already said, hey, we not giving Jalen Green or Şengün max contracts. It was like, nah, y'all gotta hold that.
I mean, neither one of them deserve it.
Yeah, but then, like, you know,
nobody on that team do yet.
What does it do to their psyche? Like, do they get better and be like, hey, I'm gonna show y'all, or is it like a, you know? I don't know. We'll see.
Gonna tell what kind of players you got, because if they really like that, then that's what you get. They go and they show you. But
we'll see. They did get Steven Adams, so they will be better rebounding.
Yeah, they'll win more games this season for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Minnesota.
Same.
Yeah, I got them in that OKC same type deal.
So the same situation.
76ers.
I think they'll be better. They'll be better just because Embiid's Embiid play more. They got Paul George, but I don't think their ceiling's any higher.
You know, it's funny. I think they're gonna be better because of Maxey. And Paul George used to really be my guy, but like I don't know, man. I just don't know. I gotta see it, but I do still think they're gonna be better. Jared McCain's gonna make them better. He will be a better point guard than Patrick Beverly was. He's gonna make them better.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Uh,
Probably, I'd say they'll probably be better just because of another year of playing with each other.
We're gonna be healthy this year. That's the biggest thing that matters. Like all three of our best players are healthy, and I think Dame pissed off. Not even for a real reason, but I think he is pissed off, and I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for us.
Celtics.
I went back. I was looking at it, bro, and I kind of now see why he was pissed off. Low key, since Damian Lillard came in the NBA, he's been like a top 5 point guard, and it's kind of crazy because you don't even really peep it because he was in Portland. So it was kind of like the market thing where it was like he was, but nobody really looking at him like it. But it's like he really a top 5 point guard the entire time he been in this bitch.
Too quiet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I hope he mad. I hope he show the fuck out this year.
Y'all forget that Dame was, when he didn't make the All-Star team, he was like advocating for himself.
But when he spoke up about it, he was crying. That's the
he was advocating for himself to make the All-Star team. Then he got as an injury replacement and won the MVP.
But what I'm saying is like
it's crazy.
You can't talk and be crying. Like that's not what we want to hear. We want to hear like think about it like this. If Dame talked like Westbrook, I think
these motherfuckers would treat him like he was top 3.
I think how he is seen would be different. But he don't talk enough. And he was in Portland. Back. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just be humble. I'm gonna just stay in Portland. So that's up to be seen. But
talking his shit, that man sent James Harden home.
Sent Paul George
his
home.
Shot.
He sent Paul George home. He sent Westbrook
his
home.
Shot.
Boston Celtics. I think
they'll be worse just because it's like there's no way they could be better than they were last year. I just don't think there's any better way to be better.
I think they'll be the same. They as good as they were last year, they were almost that good the year before that. They just they just couldn't get it done.
I got same, but I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both about to play out of their minds this year. But yeah, I got them same.
Yeah, you got everybody trying to separate them. I got Indiana worse.
Yeah, I think so too.
9 turns of record.
Halliburton's coming in hurt.
And he was 9
turns the season last season.
Yeah, he had the hamstring. He only played the games so that he could hit that 68 game threshold so he can get those awards.
He's on the regular season. Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't see much of a reason. I just like Indiana's record might be better, but I don't think they get to the conference playoffs again. No fucking way. Like the Atlanta team that happened a couple years ago, like that. Like
yeah.
No. The Nets, can you even be worse than worse?
I think they will be because they lost. Even Michael Bridges is gone. Michael Bridges is gone now. I don't even know what they traded him for.
They were.
Yo, they 100%. They are the front runners for Cooper Flag for sure.
Chicago.
They need to be better. Cleveland needs to fucking be better.
I think Cleveland will be worse this year. I think this is Mitchell's last season with them.
I think they'll be the same. A 4 seed, right in the middle of the pack. No, you got Boston, Philly,
Miami.
I think they're gonna have a worse regular season, but I'm hoping that their team improves.
They'll be
the East Knicks might be some buns this year.
No, it's like
rough over
there. No, Cleveland will be worse. Cleveland will be worse because you still got the Knicks. You still got Orlando who are gonna come back better.
Hey, Orlando's 4th seed.
They still haven't gotten a small forward. Like they're still trying to figure out their small forward situation too after 3 years.
Yeah.
Atlanta worse.
I think they'll be worse because I don't think Trae Young's gonna be on that team when the season's over.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't
think they try to trade DeAndre Hunter. Like,
yeah, I don't even think Trae Young's gonna be on that team when the season's over with.
Be the Sadiq Bey show. The Knicks, I think the Knicks would definitely be better.
I think they'll be better.
They're better for sure.
I think they got like 1 seed written all. Like they'll be fighting with the Celtics for the 1 seed. I can pretty much lock in on that.
I'm cool with Orlando. I think Orlando's gonna be better too.
Me too. I think they'll be better. Hornets.
Same.
Yeah. Same as in bad.
Yeah.
I think the Heat will be better. And the reason I say this is because I watched the Heat. So they got Terry Rozier pretty late in the season, and then they also got a ton of injuries after that. And so they all weren't playing together for like the last 3 months. And then Terry Rozier and Jimmy didn't even play in the playoffs. So I just think just having another season of those guys together. And then Jaquez coming back for year 2. He was pretty good last season. They're bringing in some pretty good rookies. Like I think they'll be all right. I could definitely see them like taking the regular season a little more serious this time around.
Okay.
It's Jimmy Butler's contract year. So you already know how that should go.
Yeah.
You already know Jimmy about to show out. So yeah, they for sure about to be better.
So you don't believe I could do it? All right, I'm gonna put up a 30-point triple-double just to show you I can do it.
Right. Hype shit.
Portland worse. One of those.
Is it same worse bad or is it worse bad?
Like worse bad. Like they suck.
Yeah. I think Chicago will be worse. Chicago's going to be the worst team in the league. Whenever lose, they should lose every game. Go 10 for 72.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you want to lose, you better tell them to sit Bucelis, because he not that type of player.
I know he can play hard.
Go out there and lose games. They gonna have to sit him, because I think he really can hoop.
No, what we're gonna do is play him for the first 25 minutes. That way, it come forth. He ain't got the energy to really put all that effort in.
He's gonna
run him tired.
Run his ass ragged in the first half.
Yeah, that's funny. I think Toronto. I think they'll be worse.
I think they might be better, actually. Another year with RJ and Scotty together.
I can't say I'm gonna sit up and watch any Toronto basketball games and shit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's some ugly games.
RJ and Scotty is enough to shit. They might not even. Well, they have probably a playing team.
It's so hard to watch Toronto play. I'm gonna be sorry to Toronto fans.
Yeah, and then they added RJ
Scotty
there.
Is hard to watch. Point Scotty is so hard to watch, yo.
So we're gonna say worse. I mean, they're trying to be worse. They in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. They're definitely trying to be worse. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder is your starting point guard. You got to be trying to be worse.
I think Washington will be worse. I don't think Jordan Poole or Kyle Kuzma will be there when the season's over. And Alexander Sarr is awful.
I don't think they could trade Poole. I think he's an untradeable contract. I think he is untradeable. Straight up.
You think so? But the new you gotta remember the new NBA is coming up, so his $100 million is not gonna be as crazy. You know what I mean?
It's still a decent chunk though. It's $34 million a season. That's big money. Like I don't know. Like look at all the teams we have here. Where could Poole go?
The Nets.
You see what I'm saying? What are you gonna go like go to the Nets? Maybe go to the Magic.
Jazz,
like
maybe Jazz might be the best team.
Like he can replicate what Jordan Clarkson's doing.
Yeah, because they got Colin Sexton, they got Keontae George. So it's like, would you even?
Yeah,
it's hard. It's so hard because where do you send him to where he's effective and can do what he does and be in a role that works for him?
Send him to Portland for Scoop.
Yo, it's
saying, yo.
Nah, Jordan Poole you gotta remember he has to come off the bench because he's not effective as a starter at all. He's terrible.
He making star money to come off the bench.
Crazy because he's fucking amazing off the bench. So it's like, why can't you at least give us 22, 23?
He's playing against better players.
Remember what we said? Yeah, the conversation about would you rather start to come off the bench? You want to be guarded by Kawhi Leonard, or you want to be guarded by his backup? Who's his backup right now? Amir Coffey. You want to be guarded by Amir Coffey over Kawhi? Yes.
Yes, facts. 100 times every time.
Oh, I want to be guarded. Who's the backup on the Magic? Gary Harris over Jalen Suggs. Absolutely. Like it's playing as a starting guard is like the hardest thing to do in the sports world, I think. So it's like it sucks. He doesn't suck. His game is predicated on getting shots up, and that's just not. You're not going to win games if he's getting shots up. So if he's taking 10 in the first quarter, I'm sorry, yo. Like there's no way you're going to win that game.
So worse.
Yeah.
I think
Poole plays my player out there.
Mostly because I don't believe in they draft pick worse. He got it, bro.
Detroit Pistons.
I know it's summer league, and they just like it ain't really, but like. Yo.
Yeah, he looked terrible. 7 foot, and you can't even get a layup. Crazy.
Yeah, like, bro, yeah.
A putback. Like, finally, last but not least, the Pistons.
I think that they can't be worse than last season. They're going to be better. I just think they're done with this losing shit. They'll lose their players.
No way they can be that bad twice. They have to be better.
They'll lose their young players if they go another season like that.
So
like, I know Monty Williams was losing on purpose, and like. I know Monty Williams took the job and tapped out the day he signed that contract. Like that's like a known thing that he didn't even want to coach last season. They paid him all that money to come out of his sabbatical to coach. So if now we're in a spot where they finally have a coach who's like gonna try, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be better. Not all right, but better. They'll be better than the Bulls, hopefully.
They're gonna be better, but they might have chose a bad year to try to be good.
Who's their coach?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
that's the best one. They grabbed these random coaches from the D. That's what the OKC did, and they got Mark Daigneault out of it.
All right. That's the list. That's the tier list. As far as like who we got being better or worse in the NBA season. Y'all in the comment section, in the comment section, let us know, are we right and why we're right? If you disagree, that's cool. Put in the comment section who y'all got getting better or worse. But that's it. This was fun, man. I'm glad to be back. It was good chatting it up with y'all boys. So, couple things. I owe y'all a TikTok video. A short. Y'all will get that very soon.
Renegade.
But we gonna sign out, man. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. We gonna see y'all soon. We'll talk to y'all later. Sign us out, Ant.
Peace, people.
Brandon.
All right, y'all. Been easy.
Yeah, y'all be easy, man. Bye.